just had that nice, he's a big 6-point. We actually have 2 of them back over here. But man, it is so quiet, and somehow he slipped through this grass. This tall bedding grass right to my left. He slipped through it pretty quietly. I'm in a blind this morning. It's dead still, but the wind is supposed to be drifting this way. I got a tree stand across the ravine. Might get in that this afternoon, but I love the blind because I stay concealed. It was really weird. He just came in and sensed something wasn't right, but he never looked in my direction. He never put his nose in the air like he was smelling anything. He just came in. He stood there for 4 minutes straight, just scanning. He was mainly looking directly away. And then he just decided to turn around and go the other way. Unbelievable. That was literally the first time it was the first time it's the first time I've ever seen curly while hunting. And I'm pretty sure that was the first time I've seen him since he was 3.5 years old. He's 6.5 years old right now. My goodness. He's cruising, he's looking for a doe, obviously. I tried to call to him, and he heard it. But it is so quiet and still in this woods right now that he, being the smart deer that he is, just stood there for 5-10 minutes and didn't move a muscle and just scanned and waited to see or hear a buck or a doe. And he didn't, so he just eased off. And he went down the ravine and he kind of angled up towards my side, and it's just so thick right here I can't see anymore because I'm in this blind. So I don't know if he eased out of the area or if he's held up in here or maybe circling back. Of course, my stand that's across the ravine, he's standing right under for 5-10 minutes. Although it is so quiet and still, it would have been so hard to get away with drawing or anything in a tree stand. The way he was moving, I just gotta give it a little time and see if he ends up circling around. Just had another 8-point cruise by. With how sunny and warm it's getting, you think it's gonna shut down. When the rut's on, it's on. These deer don't care. These bucks don't care how warm it is. They don't really care what's going on. I got a neighbor back behind me blowing leaves. You can probably hear it. And they just don't care. That was the 4th buck I've seen this morning. It's just after 11 o'clock now. 4th buck I've seen, all 4 2.5 years or older. Pretty spectacular. I'm gonna make a move. I know I just saw a buck. I'm gonna dip out soon. I'm gonna grab some lunch. I got a quick thing to edit and I'm gonna change. I'm gonna go to the tree stand on the other side of the ravine for the afternoon. 3 out of the 4 bucks I saw walked essentially right under this tree stand. So, well, I'm back. Wasn't long. And I'm back. And literally, in the time I was gone, there was a little sixer on the camera right in front of here. These bucks are just, it does not matter. Really, it doesn't matter the weather, whether it's rain, shine, snow, hail. I mean, these nice days definitely help. It's calmer out, the pressure's high, and it's November 10th. I mean, we're right in the middle of it, I believe. We're right in the middle of it. Like, yeah, you have bucks that are locking down on does, but what are they going to breed them for? 24, 48? I mean, maybe close to 60, 70, 72 hours, something like that. But that's not all of November, so he's going to be looking multiple times. You just got to catch him when he's looking, or you got to be where she is when he's on her. I mean, just a perfect afternoon, November 10th. Very comfortable sitting. It's got to be in the high 50s right now. It'll drop a little bit in the next hour or two. They were cruising this morning. I saw 4 bucks. Everything was, 2.5-year-olds, 2.5-year-old and plus, and older. Pretty intense encounter with, well, I say intense because it's been my only encounter with Curly in my life. The steer is a 6.5-year-old around here. He's the oldest buck that we know of around here because 6 years ago we got smoked with EHD right in this area. There was literally no deer left. I mean, when I say there was no deer, there was no deer. Anyway, Curly is the first generational buck, the oldest generational buck that's lived after this EHD period that we had. And he is just a giant mainframe 9-pointer. I was in the blind this morning for a couple different reasons, but arguably should have been in this tree stand that I'm in right now because he was standing about 10 yards from it. time here is diminishing. It was a solid day, man. That buck tempted me twice. I thought the second time, I thought it was one of our shooters for sure. And I knew he was coming well within bow range. He ended up coming right under me, making a scrape and going on his merry way. But I still hear something in the creek down here. I'm running out of camera light pretty quick. I'm literally leaving everything in the tree, taking my bow and the cameras. Neither Dean or I will be here in the morning, so